Let's show them our shoes.
Different minds, different views, different. Your kids is different.
Different topic.
Yeah.
Let's show them our shoes.
Yo, in this life thing, we are living the virtual world life. You know how people go into meetings and pajamas under.
No, we must move with time, guys.
But me, that's just how I live, like even in the streets. I don't care. Anyway, guys, we want to talk about food. It's bad.
The food is so bad. I asked my parents to Mellon amating fish for me.
That's my thing. You will miss.
You will
miss. You know what I'm craving?
What?
Papa and cabbage.
It's
here, but I tried to cook it the other day. No, it's not the same. Because cabbage is different raja.
Yeah, true.
It's not the same. The spices here are.
But there's I'll show you after there's a raja at Kashmir. I'll give it to you actually. You can take it with and try it.
Thanks.
But the food is horrible. You know what I miss? Eat beef and it's humble. Not like beef that is like stew and whatever.
I had beef stew the other day. I was telling
with bones.
No, like just the stew. I was telling people that I'm craving. Dobeko and I used to make beef stew and mix it with cabbage. I made it. The beef here is there's something wrong.
And the food lifespan. Oh my gosh, can we talk about the food lifespan?
I keep eating chicken. Was it at night or in the morning? Less than 24 hours. It was smelly, rotten.
And the fridges here are generally small. Almost one. So, and they don't have like 2 kg chicken portions. Oh, that would be a mess. Like it's literally buy and cook. You need to buy and cook. And cook.
You buy food weekly, not monthly.
Monthly for how?
How?
No.
You buy it monthly, not monthly, weekly. You buy it. You have to buy it weekly because every week. And that time, food is so expensive now. Ever since the Ukraine thing, it's so expensive. So every week you spend so much money
on food.
And when you're working, sometimes you can't even carry a lunchbox
because it's hard.
So you have to spend on takeaways and groceries. And then because the lifespan is so short, your food gets rotten and
very quickly. So I need a solution. It doesn't have, or at least we haven't found one.
So far, no.
We should ask people from Nigeria how
they eat Nigerian food. You remember that guy said Uti and I always eat Nigerian food.
Right, guys, we must find a solution because this thing is not working. Like in Nigeria, I know in Nigerian movies they have these kaftis that are cooler boxes. We should put our lunch box for working there.
Actually. But yeah, with Nigerians, they always have their own Nigerian shops in every country. So they're able to survive, unlike Tina. With us, no. We have background audience, guys. Everyone is staring at Sasha. They're not drunk or crazy, please.
I'll still since I'm incredible. And we're rolling, guys. Audience, behave yourself.
But yeah, Shem, with South Africa, it's hard. You always have to ask someone who's actually going to South Africa. They're like, no, I'm Raja. Like,
the aromats. Yo, the aromat struggle is so hard here. We had an altercation with someone, right? And we confronted them. And to apologize, he said, can I give you aromats to show that I'm sorry?
Bring us 10. I will forgive you instantly. For anything that you did. No more Maliam or what?
Aromats.
For aromats.
And it's just to make the food tasty because the food here is not tasty at all.
I'm a spices are lying at when you add spices, gotta give me tea. I don't know what to explain.
Now my spice and pezu like
They're just
like you know in goulash the spices just go
up
up.
there. You just see the cooking oil and then under it's just water. It's bad. It's bad. I don't want to lie. And we've survived the year, and I got to a point where now I've lost weight. I don't know if people can see that I lost weight because I couldn't eat anymore. Like when I think about food, I'm like, no.
I think I live on takeaways now because they just taste a bit better. Guys, if you're gonna come here, please eat the bonus as much as you can. It's, you know, before I came here, Twitter was like, eat beef meat as much as you can because I know you love beef meat. Oh, guys, it's not like they don't have animals there.
But also, even if you eat it, after a good 3 months, you start missing South Africa. Because, my first month I was just eating takeaways. I got over them. You will go on Walt for a good hour and you will not find anything.
There's just KFC. And what else?
Jirosh.
Yo!
I don't know, last time I had Jirosh was last year. Because the first time I got it, I was like, oh my word, what is this? Oh, it tasted nice.
You liked Jirosh?
Yeah, the first week, I was going crazy. I was eating Jirosh so many times.
Yeah, you guys, the Jirosh thing is a trap.
Now, okay, Uti, this girl must eat Jirosh.
Then there's this sour cream that they put in everything. They buy it separate. It's already inside the Jirosh. Then they buy it as a cup to dip. It's so hunger, guys. No, the food is not bad. The food is not bad. It just it takes time to be tasty and palatable.
No, but I had a conversation with a Hungarian man. So this other day I went, guys, me, I love solo dates. So I went, before work, I decided to go and eat at Pastas. That's not a date. Just go to eat alone. I'm sitting there, he just comes and joins me. We start talking about how he was in Africa, I think Kenya or something. So we start talking about food. Yes, he was a chef. So we start talking about food. And then I'm like, I was in Rome, I didn't enjoy the food. The same conversation I'm having here. I'm like, I'm so tired of the food here, And then he's just there like, actually, I've been in Africa and honestly, I've never had such amazing food. It's not even just South Africa, just Africa on its own has amazing food. So he's like, he always goes to other countries and he misses Hungarian food. But when he was in Africa, he did not miss anything that's Hungarian, that's European.
No, for me, Hungarian, there's nothing that I've enjoyed. Except for goulash. I actually like goulash.
I do like it.
The beef one as well, because I like beef meat. I like soup in general that I can dip in. Yes. So I enjoy goulash, but it's not something you can eat all the time.
Speaking of beef, guys, it's so hard to get beef these days. Yonkin does pork. Mentally prepare yourself.
Now I'm allergic to pork, but now I eat pork and take allergies afterwards because what else am I gonna eat?
This pork. I'm a pochicos.
Pork.
Those small pieces they call pochicos. And we can pay there it's in pochicos.
It's pork. Everything is pork. Everything that you can think of that is beef here, it's pork. I didn't even know that there's mince meat here, pork. There's a lot we are learning here that we
lamb is rare. I only had lamb
is
once.
pork.
No, I'm saying lamb is very rare.
It must be expensive as well.
I got it from Kashmir. Like I ordered from Walt, and when I tasted, I'm like, this is lamb.
Like lamb meat.
Lamb meat.
Rakoti market.
Rakoti.
And it's so reasonable. It's so reasonable. Like you get 4 pieces for 1,004 and 4 pieces of lamb.
Guys,
I know it's pork. Sorry, it's pork. It's pork, ne?
Our background.
Mesh. Podcast and chill. Sorry,
Ghost boy.
Ghost boy.
You guys.
No, but Rakoti thinking there is a nice meat.
No, you must take me there.
I'll take you there.
Actually, it takes me there. People that I promise one person that I will fetch him from the airport.
Okay.
I will show you around.
There are already people coming in.
I know 3 so far.
Yo, I don't even know why.
And because of my channel, they reached out.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this for you guys. I know I have like 100 and something
Myself
followers.
for
Me.
presidency.
But because literally 3 people ask for things and you just say like, I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it for you guys. This is the love
That
I
is
have.
so beautiful.
I can't make love properly. Helpful. This is the love I have for you guys. Bing, bing, bing. But the food, guys, I know that eating a lot is not gonna help you in the long run, but just do it for your heart.
Yeah, also I know I ate some dunked wings. Eat your dunked wings.
I call
Chicken licken. Please eat your chicken licken. Even your KFC is not the same.
Okay, I'm gonna say the first day I got here when I was with Tibos, you guys saw the video. The KFC here banged.
Yeah, it was nice.
Slapped.
Now my first day it slapped. It felt American. It felt
The
but
burger
now-
is big. It's like this. Then you just say like, okay, cool.
But
I've had enough.
now,
You just say like, I miss a crusher.
even the dunked wings don't taste
No,
less
no.
like to be honest. They're not zinger. They're not hard.
Nah.
But I guess it's also the spices that they
They
use.
have. The spices are bad.
It's
I
just
always go to
flat.
Tesco and I stare at the prices and at the spices. I just stand there.
Cashmere.
I hope, guys, by the way, there are no soups here.
I asked Lokuzen for 3 soups. 3. I just went to ask for 3 soups. Because
no soup.
what do they use to cook?
I don't know. Oh, but then if you look at the soup that my housemate makes, it's watery. I was telling her that in South Africa we make very thick
Thick
soup.
soup, yeah.
It's watery, like what? Watery. That's how it is. Even you've seen those
That's the
Chinese
most
foods,
shocking
they're
thing.
water.
That's the most shocking thing.
The thickness that you put in your stew.
Dollar.
Yeah. Literally dry. Literally dry. But otherwise, what else? Not transport. Getting accommodation here.
Oh yeah.
Facebook is your best friend. How did you get yours?
Facebook markets, all of them.
Go to Facebook markets and just
But they're
search for
super
Budapest.
expensive
Now they're
right
very
now.
expensive. I found ones that are affordable, but honestly, normally you share it with so many people, and there's this ethnicity that I'm not gonna mention. You need to be open-minded. People are not as clean as you are. I'm still, even this day, today is the 16th of August, I'm still having an argument with my housemate about cleanliness. This day. So there are other people from other countries that are going to tell you that their mom used to clean up after them. So you have to clean up after them. It took me a long time to get them into a schedule where they actually have to clean for themselves. And now when people moved out, this one particular person told me that she's not going to clean because she's waiting for people that are at home for a good 2 months to come and clean because they are on a roster. So this girl has to clean because you personally feel like you can't stay in a dirty environment. So you end up having to clean by yourself. Cleanliness. Yeah. People are just, a lot of people move out from apartments. People that I know, South Africans, move out of their own apartments because of this particular ethnicity. Because they're so dirty. You will clean the kitchen now. They will come and cook. The mess that's going to be there.
I guys know people must take care of themselves. And another thing that I would advise the people who are coming, just come with enough savings. Especially if you're working, try and save up all the money that you were making. I think that's literally the one thing
That's
that
what saved
saved me
It saved both of us.
when I got here. Yeah, for a good 6 months. It
Oh.
was savings.
I mean, even now it's still saving me.
How?
Stay.
Like, save as much as you can while you're still in Sauda. Because you don't know how long it's going to take you to get here and get a job.
Because I think right now I have 5 people that are still asking me to plug them. Bad. Getting a job here is hard. Most people get those jobs. I don't know if this is going to offend them. The jobs about boxes, something about where they have to carry boxes with them. Yeah. Which is very bad. Hard labor. And it's mentally and physically, health-wise, it's draining, and it will affect you in the long term because you actually have to carry out boxes and stuff. And people who've worked in like restaurants also complain that it's really hard. Just come with money.
Just come with money.
If you
Remember,
can.
2 months deposit and first month's rent, 9 food and settling in buying cosmetics. Bring also as much as you can from home. I brought 6 months worth of cosmetic supply.
Speaking of which,
of makeup supply, a lot of things in I made sure because this is a new foreign country.
Yeah.
I carried as much as I carried list clothes and more things that I'm gonna use, like your soup, your aromatic,
everything
your
that comes to your mind
sauce.
from today, write it either on your phone or
Yeah,
whatever.
even
Because
pads. I came with pads from home because I didn't know if they'll have them.
But they have them here, guys. Just,
the long pads that I put.
Pharma pads don't stress.
like
They
those
have-
pads. Yeah,
They have always.
they have always, but it's not as thick.
But just write a list. Come with everything.
Yeah,
that
and
you
ask
think you're
people
gonna
who are
need.
here. You can find anyone on social media.
Literally, text me.
Instagram,
Text
you
me.
have
She takes 5
Mesh.
years.
Hope
Yeah,
you
I'll
understand
respond
the full-
with 24 hours is a lot. I'm always on Instagram. Just text me on Instagram. You will find me. So just pack every single thing that you need.
Medication. Oh, medication, guys. That's my biggest thing. Every time someone goes home, I'm like, I know your suitcase will come back full, but can I have a corner for medication?
Medication here is expensive.
And it's a week.
Actually, we should touch down on Indabaye medical care here. It's hard to get a good doctor, and on top of that, getting an appointment and stuff like that, you don't even know where to go. You know, in South Africa, you know, there are clinics. The first moment you actually need medical care, you don't know where to go.
And to add on to that, the Thai card, you get it after 4-5 months.
It takes long, 3, 4, 5 months.
And it also
Takes
depends
long.
how soon you apply for it. So the
Correct.
sooner you apply for your Thai card, the
sooner you're
better.
gonna get it. Because I got, let me see, my friend got her student card before I got my Thai card before, and then she needed medical care, and then now it was so bad. And she got it after so long when I got my student card. So honestly, getting both, even when I got my student card, they said congratulations. The lady who handed me my student card at BME, she was so happy for me.
Getting your student card.
Okay, I got my student card. She was so happy for me. And then when I spoke to Yanga, she was like, yeah, there are people who actually graduated without the student card. Which is, it's not really important until there was an incident I had at Pitch where the lady was like, no, I'm not going to give you a discount. Even though I had a
Or
proof
for
of
your
registration.
traveling.
Yeah, she was like, no, if you don't have a student card, even though I showed her proof that I'm registered, she still said no. So it helps you with discounts a lot.
Kuningi, guys, but just bring. You know, this sounds very unrealistic when a person says bring as much as you can from home because you are going for a European clothes.
Leave clothes because you only get sure it's gonna be very cold. I ended up buying I have so many jackets.
Oh, you have so many.
Also,
jackets.
the one thing that my housemate advised me on, the cold here is not the same as in South Africa. When I got here, I bought a lot of jackets, but all of them
small,
were like this.
short jackets.
You need a jacket that's here. I remember I returned one of my jackets because she was like,
It's not gonna work.
all the jacket, because I was like, oh, let me show you my whole.
No,
like,
leave those things. Just come with tracksuits, at least tracksuits if you can.
Leave a lot
But
of
on top of the
jackets.
tracksuits, you're still gonna have to buy the big jacket.
I would really suggest Uti leave most clothes
Yeah.
because at the end of the day you are gonna buy clothes when you get here. So, and the competition here, we were talking about this. Who was I talking to? That the competition with clothes is not as bad as in South Africa. When you go to a date or whatever, literally
This is a
declare,
date outfit. How?
how
We are
you
getting
hot.
that. We are home.
So don't try and pack so many clothes because honestly, you will need space for those things that Mellon mentioned. Every single thing that you know you can't live without, just pack it. Pack it.
And don't go overboard with your luggage at Oartambo because that's another fix unless you don't mind paying for extra luggage.
Yeah.
But here 23 kg is 23 kg. You can measure your suitcase usually using a weight scale. Yeah, just
I
put
was
your
here.
suitcase on top.
When they were weighing my things, there's no weight scale at home, so I was didn't. Bao.
I went and bought one, and it was still over.
Bao. Do me a favor, because I try to pack as much as I can. It's hard as well. And also, talking about that, I wanted to mention in Dabaye 100 mils. Your carry-on luggage should not have 100 mils. Let's say your spray or whatever. Buy Tati MPL Oleum, not here. I mean, not from South Africa to here. When I was flying to Rome.
Oh yeah, they did the same to us in Latvia.
Do you know the pain of you having to be the one who throws your thing in the bin? The MPL oil.
In Latvia, they took out our makeup bags, but all the products. They took out everything.
That's over 100.
Premium. Everything that was over 100. But are you paying extra for this or to the dustbin? So just put everything that is
in
over
the big
100
luggage.
in the big luggage. Put tape, like cover your tape, because it's a thing as well for them to still.
They took mine out.
Why?
But my cologne was stolen.
When you were coming here,
there's so much that was stolen. Like there were things that were stolen, others that I'm not aware of. The one thing I really was my cologne because it was expensive. They took out my wrapper, and then my bag. The reason I wrapped that specific bag was because it didn't have a locker. So they unwrapped it, took whatever they wanted to take. You guys know from my first vlog, I told you they took my things. So it's like, don't put expensive things in your big bag, but at the same time, don't put over 100 mils in your hand luggage. I don't know if that makes sense.
Balance.
You must balance.
And they can use the small suitcase for hand luggage, ne?
Yeah, you can.
The small one that can fit in the...
You know those three, actually you have the big one, the medium, that small
one.
You can use it as a hand luggage. But also, like, I think the flight, talking about the flight, now positive things, I think the flight was amazing for me. It was very relaxing. I heard people were offered alcohol. I didn't know.
You know, you can ask for alcohol as well. It's
didn't
complimentary to your tickets.
I didn't know. I want to go back and be like, guys,
it's complimentary.
Y'all forgot to tell me that it's complimentary to my tickets to drink alcohol.
Sometimes if you're lucky.
But don't drink alcohol, guys. Drink it if you like, but don't do it. I didn't say it in my channel. Never said it.
Sometimes if you're lucky and you take a flight that's not that full, they upgrade your ticket from general to first class. Ha!
I need to know about how to pray. They face a certain direction when they pray. East, west, south, north, asas. They know how to pray. Okay, I'm question.
No, but that was Emirates is a good.
Oh, I used Qatar.
No, coming here I used Qatar. That was to China.
Oh.
So Emirates is very Emirates is so first class of Emirates is
Jesus.
So just pray, guys.
He does. Also, just be prepared for the long flights. For me, I flew and I was like, okay, cool, I'm prepared. I swear the last hour was my hardest.
The last hour?
I just wanted to scream, like, I've been here.
Didn't want anything.
I didn't want to be in the air.
Oh, another thing you should do, sorry to interject, but you know what I did when we were coming here? I emailed the head and asked for the numbers of every other person who's going to be on the same flight as me. Then I created a WhatsApp group. So it was me. Luckily, Justin was there and he was a coming back student. So we literally all met in Doha and then he sort of guided us from Doha to Budapest. Even the people who didn't have people collecting to fetch them.
He was able to show them
because we all met in Doha and had our small caucus. So asking for help, guys.
It's important.
Reaching out. If
just
you don't reach out, no one is going to help you.
Because Nami, I knew I didn't have stress. We had a group, of people that were, because I just texted on the SH group who's flying on this date. People just followed me, then we created a group together, and then from there we knew that we're flying. But when I tell you that, guys, I'm so used to being solo, it's sad. I was just a lone jonga. I think at Doha I was lost at some point, didn't know where to go. I found my way around, walking alone. Then I met this guy and this girl. Then that's when we started actually interacting. We spoke and whatever. But even when we got to the flight, I was just still alone. I knew that Uti was going to fetch me from the airport, someone that I've known for so long. So I didn't have literally.
You were sorted.
I was sorted. I didn't have stress.
Yeah.
And I remember you said you want me to be your T-Bows. I'm gonna be your T-Bows. To one of my subscribers, I'm gonna be your T-Bows. He's my homie. He's from Randfontein.
Oh, I thought you saying they want was on the show.
No. Like,
okay.
yeah. He asked me to be his T-Bows. I will be your T. If anyone wants me to be their T-Bows, I will be there because it's so what's the word? It helps you to just be at ease when you know that there's someone on the other side waiting for you. Someone who's gonna guide you and whatever. And I'm very punctual, so
10 minutes.
I'll be waiting for you. Not that way
There.
around. Trust. Fingers crossed. If I'm not drunk. It's her making me drink from me. What didn't we cover? What didn't we cover?
Yo, we covered, hey?
What are the good
but
things
what
here?
would you suggest? Do you think they should look for accommodation while still at home or when they get here? And what's your take on them opting for rest?
Okay. I would suggest you look for accommodation before, because that's what I did, and get someone to go and view the place for you. Because I got this amazing place for an affordable, questionable price. And then I was like, I don't remember how I ended up being like, nah. Like something in me was just not vibing with that lady. But the place was beautiful. But that price, I was like, yeah. As much as I don't know the prices there, but the places that I've seen there compared to that price was like. So when I spoke to Yanga, she was like, I can go and view the place for you. But then because of time, unfortunately, she couldn't go view it for me. So look for a place before, get someone who's going to go view it for you. Then other landlords want you to pay before. My landlord wanted me to pay the deposit before. So if someone has already viewed the place for you and you can pay the deposit before, then do it. Because I was able to move in on Sunday. And then on Monday, I moved into my apartment. So on Sunday, I slept at an Airbnb. And then on Monday, I moved into my apartment. Been there ever since. Okay. So if you can, honestly, look for a place prior. Get someone to view it for you. If you have to pay, then yeah. People that have lived in the dorm, a lot of people have moved out.
Yeah, no.
A lot. No. One move out, first day. First
3 hours.
First 3 hours.
No.
Because sometimes you have
I
to
know
share
they
so many
like to
people.
suffer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's different. That's also another difference from South Africa. It's very different from South. The dorm is race, by the way. It's very different from here. They're so different.
It's completely different from South Africa, especially the one for international students.
There's nothing cute.
No.
For availability, let me just say this. First of all, here's what you need to know. You are here for school. But now I'm going to be a mom. You are here for school. Prioritize school. Because the other day I was thinking to myself, Maseko, you love traveling, sure. But imagine if you actually fail and you have to go back to South Africa because when you're prioritizing other things like traveling, having fun, when you get your degree, you can actually do that. You can afford your life. You can actually fly and whatever. So prioritize school. Put it on number 1, guys. Now you want to go and work so hard because you want to pay for an accommodation that's 200,000 for rent. Don't do that to yourself. Go and stay in the dorm if you have to. Because at the end of the day, what matters is that you're going to study and get your degree. If your parents can't afford it, if you can't afford it,
it's okay.
Don't do that to yourself. When you know that you have, let's say you were working, you managed to save 30,000 rand, I'm telling you, that's going to last you a good 3 months.
True.
Literally 30,000 rand. Yeah, fair, just like that. So rather save that money instead of going to pay for an accommodation that is too expensive for you
to maintain.
After that, now you have to think about going to the dorm. Rather go and stay in the dorm and take it from there. Like
live an average normal student life.
Exactly. Because also my mom loves me too much. But I will call her later.
Sensitivity,
mama.
We at work.
You'd find that it's my little sister. I spoke to her yesterday actually. Chances are it's my little sister. Shout out to her. She also comes on videos and she says, "Hi guys, welcome to my channel." I'm a cute person.
Oh my gosh.
But live according to your means. that's very important. Live according to your own means. If right now you can't afford to go and club every 5 what, don't do it.
Okay.
It's okay. You will do it when you get your degree. Stop trying to live. You know that saying, you would live like a slave now and live like a king later. Do that, because there are people that are actually coming. We are both lucky. We got to go to university in South Africa. We got to work in South Africa. Then we came here, so we have experience. Manjo, your first experience is gonna be starting university here.
Immense.
That's a lot to take in as a person. Yeah. That's a lot to take in as a person.
Oh, another thing before we close, I feel like, okay, maybe for now it might be too late for people who are coming here. But I feel like the one thing that scholarships, especially Hungarian scholarships, don't do is to tell the students about the different types of cities. Like the life in Budapest, the life in Szeged, the life in Eger, the life in Instagram if there's someone studying there. I feel like these are things that you need to know when you are choosing your university, because what I used when choosing the university, I literally searched top ranked universities and I think our BME was in top 2. But had I made the mistake of, and fortunately enough my dad knew Budapest, had I made the mistake of choosing I'm a city girl. I've stayed in cities all my life. Joburg, Pitori, and now Budapest. I've never been in a small city. So I feel like Bengzoko ahead I went to a small city. How again? Or Szeged. I wouldn't have enjoyed my stay
here.
Yeah.
Because that's the same conversation I had, Nami. Number one, me, I know Bangkok, but I'm drinking into yes. What's water into wine? That's what I'm drinking. But I'm a firm believer in prayer. When I applied for my scholarship, y'all don't need to know this, but Tivius and I were not in talking terms, so we're not talking. So I didn't know where he was, because I know that if we were in talking terms, I would have applied to pitch. But because we're not in talking terms, I applied to what I wanted. Not even because I searched. I think I researched for computer science. It was computer science engineering. I say same thing, same WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
That's BME clock.
Apply.
That's how I got here. When I did my research, I was like BME. When I had my interview, I told them that I will adjust perfect because I'm a Joburg girl. So with BME, with Budapest and Joburg,
it's the same.
So for those that are going to be applying for the next year, look for that, because that's very important. If I was in Page right now, personally, but the depression in Page wouldn't be bad. If I was in Debrecen,
okay, let's give it a scale, Ganshin. Budapest is like Joburg. Page is like Limpopo.
I would say
Polokwane.
I would say Mwana Pretoria, because it's really not bad.
Mwana Pretoria ke Limpopo ke Polokwane. Polokwane badi lo mara.
But
Kibo, I'll tell you
that. Say Bloom. I think Page would be Bloom.
Again.
I never.
Bloom is
that's
Prestige.
No,
that's Debrecen.
Debrecen. But I was born in Debrecen. Maybe it's because in Debrecen.
I want you born in Prestige. Prestige has one club that is known by everyone.
Okay, that's the same as Page.
And everyone knows everyone. Oh yes.
That's a plus. They have one of Page.
But it Page in a vibe. I don't know if it's because we knew people there.
I think it's because we knew people, but also when we went there, they told us that they know one club where everyone goes to.
It's the same with Szeged. Szeged is literally one strip as well. But Szeged is like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't stay in Szeged. Szeged is very remote. There's one dentist, one doctor, one strip, one spa,
one black person. I'm joking. But how? But you'll be. Chances are you'll be. What are the chances that you'll be alone?
Very high chances, actually. Okay, not alone. Maybe there'll be 10 South Africans.
Yeah, South Africans.
That's too much.
That's too much.
How many do you not write? I know 2 South Africans in Szeged.
I don't know any. In Szeged? No, I don't know any. So maybe 10 black people.
Nigerians involved.
Everyone.
10.
Yeah.
And then there's Ege. No one is there. No one is.
Guys, just choose a. Because I don't remember where this person I don't even know. Yo, siyathetha in clubs. But the person I had a conversation with, it was a matter of she's used to small cities. So she wouldn't survive in Budapest.
There are people
depends
who are
on
like
you,
that.
as a
Tuta said the
person.
same thing. She's like, she liked coming to Budapest
Just
as
for
a
a
visitor.
weekend.
Yeah, just for a weekend to see the city and stuff, and then go back to Page.
Brings also, I mean, like if I had to stay in any because I had Tibos at that point, but now Tibos is moving out. He's done with school. I was gonna be depressed. No, everyone is left. Everyone has graduated.
Yeah, a lot of people are leaving.
Everyone that I know that I would vibe with gone. We're not trying to depress y'all.
We're just saying choose wisely. I feel like there are a lot of people who are in places
you still have a
they
chance.
didn't want to be. They do,
Yes, because you can change schools in your first semester.
and they pay.
Yes, with your scholarship, you can change schools in the city. Whatever you can change schools, the city, and the course you're doing in the first semester. They rejected mine.
So first semester is a trial.
They rejected mine, so just be aware that rejection is real.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Possibility.
High possibility.
So, but just know that you do still have a chance to switch. Yeah. So, what advice would you give to our audience now that we're